I'm going to show you how to make a notebook file that has images or shapes on them to click on to take you to different pages in the notebook file or to an outside source like a website. So the first thing you want to do is make your cover page. Just before I start, I'll show you this example that I made before. So if I click on this pumpkin, he'll take me to this, and this is just a funny riddle. I'll do this with my class. And then you go back to the main page and you can click on something else and that'll take you to a new thing, and you go back and so on and so forth. So I'm showing you how to do that. This is one of the first ones I did, so that's why it's a little basic. So the first thing I want to do is make my cover page like I was saying, and I'll just say this is a Friday activity. So happy Friday, click Okay, so let me shrink this up where I won't have a lot of room to put my images. So I'm just going to do the shapes. My school has a clip art subscription, so I would probably get pictures from that, but if you don't have a clip art subscription, you can look for free images on the internet, or you can just use the shapes that Notebook software provides. So just do some basic shapes here. Do curved square, triangle, oval, crescent, and a circle. I would definitely take my time to make these all centered and looking nice and be the same shape, but for instructional purposes, I'm just going a little fast. It's easier too if you have these filled with color, because then you can click on the whole thing. So you would go over here and you would do a solid fill. You can do any color you want. You could do them all the same color, but I'll try to change it up a bit. And this is going to be the same way that you're going to color your page. The reason why it's coloring just the shape and not my page is because I'm on the shape. If I was not on the shape and I click on solid fill, it will cover my whole page, which I do want this to be some color. So now I'm going to do my crescent here. I don't know why it defaults to that dark blue. It must be a color that I often pick. Not sure. You could do things like this too, these pattern fills, gradient fills. Spruce it up a little bit more if you wanted to, but that will suffice. Okay, so I have 5 shapes, so I need 5 other pages. So I go back up to my page. I'm going to make 5 more pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I want each one of these pages to be its own color as well. So remember, because I was on the actual page, that's why the solid fill just colors the whole page, not any kind of image. We'll do a pattern fill on this one, why not? Something new and different. You can do a pattern fill on this one too. I've actually never done that. It might get a little busy with whatever activity you have on the page, but trial and error. That's what I like to do. Let's do this and this. That's kind of pretty. Gradient fill. And one more page, we can do another gradient fill. Okay. So now, as it said, to click on the star, I believe it said, yep, to take you back to this page. So what we need, and now for some reason this duplicated the page, I'm not sure. So all I'm going to do is just delete that page, and now we've got this first page. What I need to do now is have a star on each one of these pages so I know to come back. too. So I go back up to my shapes. Here's my star. And you can make this any shape or size that you want. You can also change the color if you wanted to. And I need 5 of these. So all I'm going to do is clone 5 right here on this page. I can go up to the drop down arrow and hit clone, or I can just do Command D and that'll duplicate it. Now from here I can just bring these over to the pages that I want them on. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oops, there we go. Okay, so on these pages you could really have anything. As you saw in my Halloween, I had riddles for the kids to solve. You could have math problems for them to solve. You could have a word search. You could have a link to an outside website. You could really do anything. But today I just want to show you how to link up these images to get you back to this main page. So first thing is that I want to link these to each page. So I'm going to go to the arrow, the drop down arrow, and I'm going to go to link. And I'm going to link it to a page in this file. And I want this is why I colored the pages so I can see right away. Okay, that's the page I want. Now down here, if you do corner object, what it will do is it'll have this little tiny object right there, and that's what the kids have to click on to get to the link that you want them to go to. I teach first grade and I find it easier for them to be able to link the whole object. So instead of corner object, I'm going to change it just to object. Then when I click on this, it'll take me to that page. And then I said click the star to go back, so now I have to link this to go back to the first page. So now when I click on it, it takes me back. Okay, so I'll link this to the second page. And this goes to the third page. And this goes to the fourth page. And then finally the fifth page. I guess I have 6 pages. That's okay. Alright, now I'll make sure all my stars are linked to take me back to the beginning. And just to show you that if you wanted to link something to an outside website, you can see that when I go to the selection of what to link it to, I can link it to a web page. So if I wanted to just have my students go to YouTube, let's say, and look up a video, I could do that. And then instead of taking this back to the first page, it'll pull up YouTube. So that's something you could do as well if you want, if you have an outside page. Now to unlink it, just to show you, I can't click on the star because then it'll take me back to that YouTube page. So I have to highlight it until I get this drop down arrow, and then I'll change the link back to a page in this file. Okay, so now here we are, and then I go back, back, back. This one I didn't change yet. I had one extra page, so I have to make one extra shape on there. So I hope that this helps you add a little bit more oomph to your notebook files and just allows your children, your students, to enjoy it a bit more.